Jim, the game guru. This past weekend, I went up to my in-laws' house, and my wife was telling me, "Hey, you know what? I have like my old Nintendo up there. It's in a box, and do you want to bring it back?" And I was like, "Okay, you know what? Sure, whatever, fine." I mean, I didn't think nothing like anything of it. So I'm thinking, okay, it's probably just in a box, all just mangled up or torn up or whatever, and it's just gonna be garbage, right? So when I got there and went downstairs to where they had the box of the Nintendo box, she said, "Yeah, it's downstairs. It's behind the stairs." So I went down there behind the stairs, went around, and I looked across, and I was like, saw some boxes, wiped off the dust, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, it was like the golden lights just came out. I actually found the NES that she was talking about in better condition than I thought with the original box, which is absolutely nuts. And then I also found some other things, older retro stuff that just like it was just like things I haven't seen in a long time. And I was like, wow. And just seeing them kind of just sparked all these memories. And I was like, holy cow, it's super awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera over to top view, and I'm going to show you some of these things that I found tucked behind the stairs at my in-laws' house. All right, so we're back now. Let's go ahead and dig into the stuff that I found beneath the stairs. I feel like that should be like a movie. The retro stuff found beneath the in-laws' stairs. Okay, so first things up, the Nintendo Entertainment System that we found under there in the original box. Look at that. When's the last time you saw that box? Yeah, it's been a long time, 1988. And let's look at the side here. It's got Rad Racer, Legend of Zelda, baseball, and Kung Fu, that old classic. Let me see if I can flip it this way. Yeah, and I love the back part. This is what really gets me. Remember that old commercial? Yeah, the old, and it's got an old tube TV there. Fantastic. And then there we go with like the light gun and the controllers. Just this old box just brings me back memories. I can't believe it. And then on the side, where we have the NES. I actually ended up owning this controller. I never did get the NES Max, and so I had no idea what the NES Max was. I was like, well, I take that back. Maybe I didn't own one, but maybe one of my friends had one, because the analog, or I shouldn't say even analog, but whatever the circular control device is, the D-pad on this controller looks very familiar. But yeah, super awesome discovery in the box. Let me go ahead and open it up really quick. I mean, I was shocked on how good of a condition it is. Well, I mean, my father-in-law is very good with a lot of stuff. He preserves things well, and he's always packaging things up and saving things. And there we go. Look at that. So the light gun in there. Look how awesome. The light gun with the NES, nice, and it's plastic still. Some adapters, looks like the RF switch here. Yep, RF switch there. The adapters for your television set, so you can plug it into different style televisions. Yeah, I don't even think most kids nowadays would even know what the RF switch is at all. They'd probably be like, okay, what is that? We're so used to HDMI and component and even the old school RCA cables, but yeah, that's the way it was back then, guys. We have the power brick for it, which is monstrous. Look how huge that is. Jeez, that is insane. I don't remember it being that big, but I guess it was. And then the 2 paddles in their plastic. Super, super cool. I was shocked when I saw all this together, nicely packaged in here. Now, the one thing that this is missing, that I kind of wish was still there, but it's okay. And here's the Nintendo, is the NES, the Mario Brothers and the Duck Hunt game. So I thought maybe it was gonna be tucked away inside the NES, but no, it's not. And the NES is in good condition. A little bit of things I just gotta clean up here, but it's in solid condition. Absolutely super, super cool. RCA plugs, everything just awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Just no original cartridge for that, but that's okay. I'm sure I can find that online somewhere to kind of complete this and put it back to its original state with the original cartridge. So I'll find myself a copy of Mario Brothers. And let me get these out of the way, and now let's go to the next item that I found, which was kind of nuts. Well, actually, you know what? Before I get to that, let me show you a couple games that I found too for the NES. That was good old Skate or Die. We got Excite Bike here. That's another good find. Excite Bike cartridge. Super awesome. I can't wait to plug all this in. I'm gonna find myself in like an old television somewhere that I can buy for cheap to plug all this in. I mean, I know I could plug this into a newer television with the right adapters and stuff, but and then there is, what is this one? This is Town and Country Surf Design. Yeah. So very, very cool. Awesome, awesome find underneath the stairs of the in-laws. Now, the next item, which I did not expect to find, is the Commodore VIC-20. Yes, the Commodore VIC-20. How cool is that? Look at this old school images here. That is just nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. That is just so cool. It's heavy too. It hurts to hold this up to the camera. And let's look on the side of the box. Super awesome. And then we go in the back, we see a bunch of games. Oh, we gotta flip it this way. A bunch of games that you can get for the unit back in the day. You know, Vic Super Alien, Home Babysitting Programs, Cosmic Jailbreak, Gorf, Cosmic Cruncher, Wizard of War, Space Math Tutor. Dude, all these crazy. Omega Race. All these crazy games back then. This is. I mean, I've owned a lot of units in my lifetime. There are a few units that I have never ever picked up. This Commodore VIC-20, I had the Commodore 64. I'd never had the VIC-20, so this is one of the ones that I did not own at all. The other one was ColecoVision, and then the original Xbox and the Xbox One, because I had the PS4. I did have the Xbox 360. Because of the whole snafu with PlayStation and the PS3, and so and all my friends went to Xbox 360. But strangely enough, I did have the Jaguar 64. I did have the Atari Jaguar, and I did have the Virtual Boy, which weren't really popular pickups back then, but I still own those, along with all the other retro systems. But this is one of the ones that I never ever picked up. Let's go ahead and open this. Dun, 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 dun. Now, talk about massive power brick. Look at this. Dude. I'm afraid to plug this in. It might like cause like the power surge in my house, and just, or even the court, and all the power goes out in my neighborhood. This thing is huge. I mean, I'm just joking there, obviously, but this thing is, look how massive that is. That is crazy. That is nuts. And of course, the hookups to the TV. Let's see, what else? And let's go into here. And let's pull this out. Oh, if I can get it out with the styrofoam and everything. Oh, let me turn it this way. Pull this out. And there it is. Let's take this off. Look at that. I mean, it's got a little dust on it from sitting in the box forever. Like, I mean, these things have been sitting in the boxes under the stairs forever. But look. That super, super, super cool. Holy cow. If you're into retro stuff, this is like an awesome find. Awesome find. This is just a, it looks like it's a control port for your controller and then power. The one thing I don't have is like a joystick or something for this. It's just the keyboard. So I'll have to see if I can find some like input devices for this. Maybe there's some online somewhere that I can find some input devices to plug them in. But the keyboard feels like it's good condition. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. That is super cool. All right, so let's put this away. All right, now let's get into some games that I found for it. So I found this huge box down there. And it was next to it. So let's take a look. Some Commodore VIC-20 games. Pac-Man. Super, super cool. Mastering your VIC-20. Dun, 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 through 8 basic projects. I remember with all these old style computers, they would always have these little things you can do to program your own games and own software. I remember I did a lot of that with my Atari 130XE. And I'm sure this was probably the same way. I don't know. I never owned this. But just discovering this is awesome. Centipede. Commodore VIC-20 Centipede. These are just empty boxes. I was hoping that RC Pro-Am and Paperboy were in here for Nintendo, but they weren't. They are gone. Here we go. Frogger for the VIC-20. Super cool. Frogger. What do we got here? Speed Bingo Math. Speed and Bingo Math. Okay. And Mole Attack. So we got Mole Attack here for the VIC-20. Pirate Cove. Super cool. How about this? Super Smash. Looks like a tennis game. Awesome. Omega Race. And all the cartridges seem to be into these boxes. Tooth Invaders. What the hell is Tooth Invaders? It's like a dentist game. Gorf. Awesome, man. Wow. Okay. And, oh, this is a damaged box. But it's The Count. It looks like maybe it was a, I don't know. I don't know if this was, it looks like, it might, kind of makes me think of Castlevania as soon as I see this. So I don't know if this is about vampires or what. You wake up in a large brass bed in a castle somewhere in Transylvania. Who are you? What are you doing here? And why did the postman deliver a bottle of blood? It's love at first bite. And they have B-Y-T-E for bite. That is funny. Okay, cool. What else we got? Oh, here we go. Home Babysitter. Home Babysitter. Adventureland. Adventureland. Okay, what else we got? We got Radar Rat Race. Radar Rat Race. Okay. Look at that's $5. It looks like it was at Toys R Us or something. Yeah, because that's a Toys R Us price tag that was on this last one. And here's another Toys R Us price tag. I guess they ended up getting this for pretty cheap back in the day. What is this one? Clowns. I probably would have had nightmares if I played this back in the day because I do not like clowns at all. Not a big clown person. And these are just a bunch of manuals here for the VIC-20. There's like a bunch of manuals and other things. There may have been other things that were with the VIC-20 back in the past, and they just got lost or something somewhere. Oh wait, there's one more. What is this? Voodoo Castle. Voodoo Castle for the VIC-20. And they all have their cartridges in there. Super cool stuff. Alright, so this next item is not something video game related or retro video game related. Oh, look at all this dust and stuff that's been thrown on here from those packages. So it's not video game related, but it is something that kind of is a blast of the past with me in my childhood, and I remember owning it way back in the day. Not the same version, but I did own a version of it back when I was a child. And it is the Viewmaster. Does anyone remember the Viewmaster? Where you actually look through the Viewmaster and there's a wheel, like a wheel with a cartoon or something inside of it, that you flip this little lever. See this little lever? You kind of flip it. And then you look through the Viewmaster and it will tell you a story of that cartoon or whatever it is you're looking through. Screen by screen, it will flip. And this is, this is way before, we're talking way before the internet, way before everything that we have now, where everything has been kind of like, this is a time period where everything was based on toys. There was nothing digital at all. The internet wasn't, the internet was around, but it wasn't used for normal consumer consumption. It was mainly for government. But everything that was, for most consumers would be toy stores. Toy stores, toys this, toys that. And this is the Viewmaster, which I ended up owning back in the day. Well, not this one, but a version of it. And like this Tom and Jerry. Here we go, Bugs Bunny. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. So there's Bugs Bunny. Here's a Tom and Jerry. It's very, very cool. Let me flip this around. What do we got here? The $6 Million Man. What is this? Oh, some of these are kind of like almost like movie type things. He led them. Oh, what is this? This one's Flipper. This is a chapter of the reel number 2. So each one of these had reel 3, reel 2. This is Flipper. This is the Aristocats from Disney's Aristocrats. But there's so many things here. My Disney ABCs, Flipper, the other disc. What else we have here? More of the Love Bug, whatever that is. Let's see. Main Street USA, okay. Polynesian Culture Center. The Island of Oahu, okay. Cabbage Patch Kids. Snow White. Pink Panther. Wow, Pink Panther. The Muppets. Shirt Tails, Pink Panther. Wow, it's crazy. So I loved these when I was a kid, where you go and you get more reels and you'd stick these reels inside. And I think the one in here is a Woody Woodpecker. You'd stick them inside of the Viewmaster, and you would just flip through and just watch, look at the scenes, each scene as you're flipping through, and it would just, the scene would just progress and show you what happens as you go through it. It's back when you had no digital and you had to use nothing but imagination. Everything was in your mind from clip to clip to clip, imagining exactly what was going on in the story. But fantastic find, super awesome. I absolutely love that. Now the other thing too is this, the Viewmaster projector, and it is a little dirty. I'm going to have to clean it up a little bit. But I want to plug this in, and it uses just a normal light bulb, and you put the reel inside here, and then it uses batteries. That we can put some batteries in here. I think it's D batteries, a couple D batteries, and I definitely want to grab some D batteries, plug them in, and stick a reel in. I'm wondering if I can shoot this on the wall and get a footage of it. I'm going to try it at least. Hopefully I can try it and see if it works. But yeah, but this is everything that I found underneath the stairs at the in-laws' house. And from the Nintendo system to the Commodore VIC-20 to the Viewmaster right here. Super awesome, old retro stuff, brings back memories. But that's it, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.